Much like salmon, student learning happens in a school and out in the natural environment. Learning can be student-directed, free-flowing, creative, and purposeful. Learning also happens in the virtual world where everyone travels in the same direction, but get there in different ways. What is blended learning? It involves traditional learning, which includes face-to-face interaction, in the field, as well as the classroom. Plus, student-directed learning. Also, online learning. All of this goes together to create the educational concept called blended learning. How can this be done? There are several ways. Here's one. It started with a one-week camp in Seward where students from around the state gathered to learn about GIS, and continued through the semester with an online component that the students complete in their community. As a final component, each student completed a place-based project that was relevant to their lives at home.
So this is the report that you hear this, and as you can see right here about 1964.
So what does blended learning look like? Well, you get to come into a week-long camp. You get to learn about GIS, you get to learn about some ecology stuff, tree quarry, and then you take all that information and you're going to go into the classroom and you're going to apply it and learn more concepts. And so what we did is we took suggestions from teachers and came up with a course outline, and we used the Alaska Science Standards to develop this course. And so what you see up here on the wall is the platform that we will use for the Environmental Science course or class that you will take during the semester.
It's good to have all the different experts here, whether it be the grad students, the professors, the multidisciplines is fantastic.
I thought it was also really cool to work with specialists, the people who came down like from the Forest Service and actual GIS experts. It was really cool. That was really neat.
Getting in the field was awesome. I love that. And of course, that's what hooks kids on science. That's wonderful.
And we all talked about how we really liked all the field trips.
I liked where we were going. We went on hikes, on trails. We saw glaciers.
That related to what we were doing in the labs.
Just strategies in the classroom to help out with students. It's going to be great. So.
I had a lot of fun playing with the maps. Just that was a lot of fun.
When you look at blended learning, it's really taking advantage of the fact that it's your ideas, it's your concept.
So our hypothesis was actually that the Earth before an avalanche might have been created, and it might have buried some of the trees, snapped off some of the branches, and that would be why we see those sheared off stumps there. And so this is our hypothesis. Really like the part where we did the project about the communities, because I had no idea about a lot of these places and what other kids' lives were like. So that was really interesting to me. I really liked that project. I really enjoyed the mission. That was a lot of fun.
The Seward one?
Yeah.
That looked fun.
I enjoyed the fact that it was split with inside activities and outdoor activities, and that the academics were supporting the place-based education.
But it's not about just the check mark, have you communicated? have you said your response. It's the quality of what people are sharing that I think the online avenues, whether it be synchronous done correctly or asynchronous done correctly, it's the quality of the thinking that can come out when you're actually using online tools. The interaction is where learning occurs.
Students really seem to get a lot out of it.
So what the field trip, the computers.
I really liked the staff and meeting all the new kids in Alaska from all over.
Enjoyed the time. It was nice from a teacher point of view to be able to work with two students more one-on-one. Definitely some higher order thinking skills where we were able to employ those.
My name is Sam McFeeters and I am the instructor for the computer literacy class through the Alaska Learning Network. I enjoy sharing my curriculum with students from around the state and creating a blended learning environment where my students learn side by side with students from all across the state.
Method. Then we got to apply it hands-on and go out. And then come back and apply it with the GIS software to figure out how to map and use the GPS. So that piece was just amazing.
I really like the blended learning format because it affords my kids and myself so many advantages. One of the great things about blended learning is that it includes both synchronous learning and asynchronous learning. It also allows them to get a lot of enrichment opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise be able to get. It's a way for the kids to individualize their own learning, not only the pace but the depth of knowledge, and it gives them a wide variety of opportunities to do that. It also allowed us to pool together a lot of resources that we wouldn't have had on our own. Wonderful thing for kids to be able to have peers from across the state. It helps the kids think of themselves as Alaskans, not only within their own communities, but kids across the state get to know each other's cultures better and get to think of themselves, as residents of this wonderful state of ours.
How students are using the resources today and learning today. But they definitely want to be connected, and it is not a burden to say, speak with your colleagues about this, or to have them collaborate and then to lead different sessions.
It's after 5 already, and class has been dismissed, but everyone's still working.
Look at the power of technology. So we have students who want to live in this narrative world, who want to be connected beyond the school hours, talking about school stuff with their friends and doing social stuff. It's all one big picture for them, and they're collaborative narrative learners. It's just good thinking. It's how kids think today. It's good teaching strategies.